And the warrior that Manny is, he's gonna be like, because I love to fight and I want to fight the best.
You know, the attributes I have, you know, the skill set I have, you know, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, use all of that again.
The 4 years layoff from boxing, like, it's good for my body because I've been in boxing since I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, then continuous non-stop. So good for me, for my body to rest.
Ahead of his bout with Mario Barrios, Oscar De La Hoya recently traveled to train with Manny Pacquiao, calling him a heck of a fighter. He claims that Pacquiao is making a comeback at this age because he still has the drive, talent, and heart to compete at the highest level.
I wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him.
Can you do it?
Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely. Manny Pacquiao's
Oscar needs
he's a legend. You know,
some nice ones. Thank you.
he's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I think he can do it.
Oscar De La Hoya observes that despite his advanced age, Pacquiao is putting up a fight, displaying amazing strength and will. Manny's training and determination demonstrate that he is prepared to take on challenging opponents. Oscar thinks Pacquiao's renowned fighting spirit and will for success will be reflected in this strong and remarkable return.
Here's what Oscar De La Hoya would ask Manny Pacquiao if he got the chance to interview him.
I would ask a simple question. And please, Manny, tell me the truth. Why? That's it. That's it. Why? Why are you coming back? And the warrior that Manny is, he's gonna be like, because I love to fight and I want to fight the best. And I've been watching boring fights and I want to come back and give a show against Barrios, who's a world champion. That's a true legend for you.
The love for boxing never really wanes for a fighter like Manny Pacquiao. His ambition to get back into the ring has only gotten greater despite removing himself from the spotlight. His strong bond with the sport is a major factor in his return. He believes he still has the stamina and ability to compete at a high level. Even though his age is frequently brought up, it hasn't affected his ability to move quickly or hit hard. In Pacquiao's case, strength and willpower never go out of style.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. I always thinking boxing, and even my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
Pacquiao's recovery suggests a bigger picture for the future rather than simply a single fight. He has stated that although Mario Barrios is his top priority right now, he is amenable to taking on more challenges after this fight is over. He takes a methodical and calculated approach. Instead of jumping into too many fights, he intends to take things slowly and give every bout his whole attention. His respect for the game and his opponents is evident in this meticulous approach.
When you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this, like, I'm going to fight like that, you know, but one at a time. After the fight, we can see, we can talk like.
Oscar De La Hoya provides frank reflections on his previous experience with Pacquiao, highlighting the intensity of Manny's fighting style. Oscar acknowledges that Pacquiao outclassed him throughout their bout, making it impossible for him to put up a strong defense. Pacquiao's strength and accuracy were astounding. Oscar's candid assessment emphasizes Pacquiao's renowned talent and perseverance. The fact that Manny's influence endures is evidence of his enduring talent.
It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
Like Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. So. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao, is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
You thought that when you got in the ring?
Oh, well, Rich, this documentary, my gosh, it's sad too at the end because it shows the whole Pacquiao situation. I was getting beat up in training camp when preparing for Pacquiao. So I knew that was the end already for me because Pacquiao was just coming up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was like the star in the making. But what really screwed up my whole training for that fight was I started drinking heavy during training camp and nobody knew. Oh yeah. I mean, it gets so I was literally a dead man walking into
The physical relations between Oscar and Manny at the time of their altercation were very different from what many people had anticipated. Oscar had to lose a lot of weight to face Pacquiao in the ring since he was the bigger man. By nature, the physical difficulties faced by professional fighters are highlighted by this endeavor. Another example of Pacquiao's greatness is how he overcame the size disadvantage by using his speed, skill, and power, despite being the smaller fighter.
It's like, why are you gonna fight Pacquiao? First of all, he's younger than you, he's faster, he's strong. I had to lose, instead of gain weight, I had to lose like 10 pounds to fight in his weight class, and that drained my body at my age. So I literally was like a walking zombie when I walked into the ring. I was out of it. I lost so much weight. I lost a lot of muscle, and it was one of those moments where my pride got the best of me, you know? Yeah. In the first round, after I sat down in the corner, I was like, oh my gosh. Here we go. Like, I have to take like 12 rounds of this, you know, until like the 9th round, my corner called it and said, yeah, that's it. He's punishing you too much. Like, I never received that much punishment in my life. And they were like, I think my brother or somebody just said, you know what, that's it.
Pacquiao's longtime trainer, Freddie Roach, was first hesitant to set up the bout between Manny and Oscar because of the size difference. Freddie wasn't sure if the match would be safe or fair, but the result showed him to be mistaken in the strongest possible way. Both fans and critics were astounded by Pacquiao's performance. Roach's frank assessment gives the narrative a deeper level of complexity, while emphasizing Pacquiao's remarkable capacity to surmount apparent challenges.
His country did try to stop that fight from happening.
Why?
Because the weight difference.
Oh, they were concerned his safety.
Yeah, but the reason that fight happened is because when I was training Oscar, his 106-pounder was training at the same gym as us, Calderon. Calderon gives him a beating. Oscar, I said, what's wrong? He says, well, you know, he's small and he's a southpaw and he's really quick, Freddie. So then Bob Arum had just called me up and asked me if we wanted to fight Oscar with Pacquiao, and I said, no, he's too big, and I hung the phone up. And about 2 in the morning, I'm thinking about the fight in the sparring with the little guy who's a southpaw and really fast, like Manny Pacquiao. And I said, 2 o'clock in the morning, I picked the phone up and I called Bob Arum. I said, Bob, make that fight happen. He says, you sure? I says, 100%, yes.
Just based off that sparring set.
Mario Barrios, who represents the newer generation, is unquestionably confident going into the upcoming fight. He admits that his youth provides him an advantage in speed and stamina, qualities he thinks will be crucial. This confidence is typical of up-and-coming competitors who want to leave their mark by taking on champions like Pacquiao. In the sport of boxing, the natural balance between experience and youthful ambition is reflected in Barrios's thinking.
You're 30, he's 46, hasn't fought in 4 years. Like, in your mind, how do you see the fight going? How are you going to beat Manny, or what do you see yourself doing to him?
Yeah, no, I just had to use, all of that, like the, as busy as I've been in my career, the attributes I have, the skill set I have, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, use all of that again, just make sure, I still walk out holding that.
Manny's careful planning and methodical execution are hallmarks of his fight preparation. His training camp follows a well-rounded schedule intended to preserve endurance, increase strength, and refine his talents. To guarantee optimal performance, each session combines rigorous conditioning with technical drills. Despite the years that Pacquiao has been away from competitive boxing, This laser-like intensity demonstrates his dedication to giving it his all.
Now going with your experience of being a sparring mate with Manny Pacquiao, what was the biggest lesson that you learned?
It taught me like what a world-class training camp looks like. I had to be at Manny's house at 5:30 a.m. because he will run at 6 a.m. Then we'll be in the gym at 12 p.m. Then he'll go to church in the evening. Like even that, I'm like, oh, like he adds church to his training camp. That's insane. I would have never thought, you know. I got to like work with my idol. Imagine like whoever you look up to right now, like the person you look up to the most in this world, like, and then you end up working with him for 3 straight years. I remember like having breakfast with him. I was like, damn, he's fucking sitting right there. That's crazy. Like it was still crossing my head, you know.
Respected boxing expert Sean Porter offers unique insights into Pacquiao's intense sparring sessions. He discloses that in order to protect the secrecy of his preparation, Manny trains so intensely that no cameras are permitted. The unrelenting effort Pacquiao puts into each strike is captured in Porter's video, which explains why so many boxers still think highly of him, even when they are not competing.
You don't hold your phone up in sparring. You don't bring a camera in to sparring. Guess what? We got footage of me and Manny sparring. We got footage of me and Manny Pacquiao sparring.
Leak it. No.
Yeah,
right.
But it was understood. My dad said, I want me and my son to have this. And he and Freddie made an understanding. You can hold it, but I don't want anybody to ever see this, Ken.
Right.
And nobody has ever seen a sparring session between me and Manny Pacquiao. It's just a code of ethics. I hate that they broke that code. Everybody in sport and boxing know the code. Tighten up.
Manny Pacquiao, I saw some footage or some images online where you were sparring him, and I've got to be honest, you gave him a very clean dig. And not many people can actually say they've landed good, clean punches on Manny Pacquiao. He's a super fighter, very, very quick. What was it like to share the ring, even though it was only sparring, sharing the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
I mean, it was a blessing. Like, Manny Pacquiao himself is a legend. You know what I mean? Manny's a legend in boxing. And to be honest, I don't think I was, well, I know, I wasn't shell-shocked the first time we sparred. It was like I had something to...
That concludes the video for today.